Me, pick scab. My blood cells who just spent hours building it. Oh, come on, dude, really? Yeah, no, this is a bit too much of a mood. My body is covered in scars because I can't leave my scabs well enough alone. I'm a fully grown man. You do not just grow out of this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo, and today we're going to be looking at r/me IRL, things that are hashtag relatable but aren't posted by hashtag influencers. Is that enough hashtags for you? Have you tuned out my voice now? Fantastic. Let's get right into it. Me watching YouTube at night and hearing birds chirping. Ah, that is one done cat. He does not want to be here. He also has a massive schnoz. But genuinely, back when I just left college, I was staying up until like 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 10 and wondering why I wasn't getting anything done. And this just brought me back like 4 years of just like, oh god, my sleep schedule. This has given me like secondhand exhaustion. Every t-shirt I bought eventually becomes a pajama top. Honestly, I don't understand this one. Like, I don't like wearing gross shirts, even to bed. So like, if they're stained and ratty, like if they're still wearable and like, if just, you know, they're not my size anymore, I'll give them the goodwill. But if they're like completely obliterated or like gross beyond repair, like that shit's getting mulched. Like, I don't want to wear that at any time. But then again, I also just sleep in my boxers. I find clothing to be too restrictive for sleeping, so maybe this is just a me thing. I don't care how hot it is. I physically can't sleep without my blanket, LMAO. This is a real phenomenon. People get so used to the weight during the winter that they don't want to shed the weight during the summer. It's the same reason why people get weighted blankets to basically simulate that. But let me tell you how hot those are. My girlfriend has one. I went to sleep over her house. I couldn't sleep. It's too hot. But I get this. I sleep with my quilt even in the summer. Granted, where I live, the summer nights are nice and cool, so you can kind of get away with it. But yeah, no. This is some good me IRL BS. On human babies. Human babies. Honestly, everyone always talks about the baby fever that they get around my age, and I think maybe it's because I am not in a stable place, like, financially. But every time I see a human baby, I'm just like, good for you. You live. Stop staring. Like, I don't know. I think it's like just that animalistic instinct of, since I'm not in a good spot to raise a baby, I find them all disgusting. And I'm sure once I, you know, get my life together in a way that my mind finds acceptable, I'm sure I'll hit that baby fever. But while I'm still sitting here just like, yes, fear. I don't think I'll ever get that horrible baby fever. Puts on hand sanitizer. The cuts I never knew I had. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Do you guys not just slap your cuts with hand sanitizer? Is this something that I just do? I thought I'd do that just to sanitize the wound and also to feel the pain of my own stupidity, because most of my injuries are, I'm not going to say self-inflicted, but they are inflicted due to a lack of cautious behavior. But genuinely, I just kind of slap them with hand sanitizer because it sanitizes them, and then the pain is over because now I've experienced a worse pain than the cut. You know, when I say it like that, maybe it is just a me thing, because that logic is really flawed. Climb! Friend, I am here now. Trying. Path. Good job. Oh, God. My cat used to do the same thing back when she was with us. She also completely destroyed the carpet underneath my door, so she could, like, squeeze in under it to vibrate the door to get my attention, so I would come and let her in so she could sit on my bed. She was a very good cat, and I loved her. And I love this cat. This cat just wants pets and attention, and I love them. Woke up this morning with a cup of water and a note next to my bed saying, "For hungover me." Took a sip, and it was vodka. Drunk me is such a douche. Again, I can't relate to this whatsoever. I party so lightly that there's a long-running joke with my friends that if Cam is invited to a party, just have some ice water just ready to go for him. My buddy David's the same way, and we literally sit at the party jokingly, like, laughing at our own, like, weenie buttness because we just don't like alcohol. So we're sitting there just like, yes, we have the finest of clear liquids, just like swirling the water around and sniffing it in a wine cup. You gotta make your own fun if you're not gonna get a little bit tipsy with the boys, you know? I'm absolutely baffled how both the left and right are clueless about the world, and how I am the only one on the planet who knows exactly what everyone should do in every situation, every time. Ah, yes. The Idiot's Guide to Internet Discourse. Man, I'm not going to get into current events just because I don't feel like Reddit reading is the medium for that. But genuinely, I always find it funny that people seem to be completely limited to stances that aren't their own. I used to be that way. I try and accept viewpoints that aren't my own just because it helps me further flesh out my understanding and views on the world, because the world is a large and complex and scary place. So getting more voices that you can hear allows you to better form who you yourself are. But God, dude, if you're talking with someone on the internet, try and hear their side, and if you don't agree with it, don't flame. That's all I'm gonna say. Be kind to other people, even if they're not kind to you. Kill them with kindness. Oh boy, I can't wait to clean myself and get ready for my day as quickly as possible. 20 minutes later. Yes, hot water. Ask me. I take half-hour showers whether I want to or not. Every now and again, I get like a brief 5-minute one, and that'll be that, and it'll just be over. Nice, quick, simple, and easy. But, yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is. Something about the warm water just comforts the eternal anguish that comes with reading Reddit on the internet professionally. It helps you get ready for your hard day of looking at internet posts. I sit in the bathroom and think, what subreddit am I reading today? And as I power squeeze another log out, I sit there questioning, is this what life is? And I answer yes. Because it's actually really fun. Me watching an incredible athlete on Ninja Warrior fail at an extremely difficult obstacle while I eat my second Hot Pocket with Cheeto-stained fingers. Pathetic. Honestly, I'm always amazed at the people who get more than halfway through those Ninja Warrior courses. I just like watching it because it gives me a goal to shoot for. For those of you who don't know, I'm a pretty tubby dude. I work out every day at like 5 in the morning, and I've been trying to get to that peak state despite a lot of like things preventing me. But like whenever I see those guys doing the thing with like the bar and they gotta like whip it back and go up a level and then pull themselves up, lose my goddamn mind every time. That's so cool. There's much like muscle control and like physics and everything that the brain is processing all at once. It's so sick. And here I am unable to run because I get shin splints every time. Which is bad for someone whose goal is to run the Boston Marathon in 2 years. When you have to keep reading the same paragraph because you can't focus. Yeah, no, yeah. I can't have music on while I'm typing because I get too into vibing to the music. It is a very hard thing for me to do because I also hate silence. I feel this on a spiritual level. When you spend a week without reading the news in 2020, we use this. It's the Viking Age. That explains the laser raptors. Kung Fury is such a gift to the world. I'm not sure if you guys have seen Kung Fury, but Hitler comes back from the past to the future to steal robots to go back to the past to create a robot Nazi army and is stopped by a man who does kung fu and his partner, Triceratops, a police officer who is also a Triceratops. It is so godly and so drenched in neon, and I highly recommend you watch it when this video is over. It's free on YouTube, I think. The name is Bond. James Bond. And you? Boops. 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 But can I boop boop? Can I boop 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 boop? I need to know. Can I boop 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 boop? I've got nothing else to say. I'm just having fun making the noise. Boop 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 boop. I'm not sure how that was a me IRL thing, but I had fun with that anyway. My stomach hurt, 19th century doctor. It's probably ghosts. Anyway, here's your prescription, okay? Man, I wonder how we have an opioid problem in this country. Man, when was the last time you heard about that? We're all about the coronavirus and, you know, the riots. That we haven't even stopped to talk about the literal opioid crisis. That just vanished. Where'd that go? I want to know what's going on with all them funny little crackheads running down the street going, ooh. I fell through my hammock, but I saved myself. Priorities. Probably concussed from the hard fall, but priorities. She saved what was most important. A toasted marshmallow with slightly melted chocolate on a cold graham cracker. The pinnacle of campfire snack foods. God, me and my buddy, way back when we were kids, used to have this thing called Monatiti's oven, which was always the hottest spot in the fire that would immediately char your marshmallow, but then you would peel it back and the inside was the perfect temperature and crispiness. So you'd peel off the layer of fluff when you, well, the layer of like charred fluff when you pulled the stick out, and that would just fall off harmlessly to the ground, and then you just have this perfect gooey chocolatey mess. Fudge, I missed that. That's, oh God, okay, now I want kids so I can educate them on all the crazy stuff me and my buddy used to do. My brain, eat, eat. Okay, what should we make? My brain, no make, only eat. Man, I know a dude who's roughly my age who he lives with his parents as well, but he is completely unable to do his own laundry, cook for himself, prepare his own meals, or do anything that progresses his life forward. And it is probably the most single upsetting thing that I have to watch on a weekly basis of just like, dude's sister has to cook for him, parents do his laundry, he just works like a crappy job and comes home and complains about how the world's out to get him. It's rough. It's a terrible mindset, and it's so unfortunate to watch. But I relate to this one because I do the same thing, but he took it to a whole nother level where if I don't cook my food, I feel bad because I remind myself of him, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Hi, my name is Jason. Ha, nice to meet you, Jason. Jason does not fit. Brain is taken up with the first 151 Pokemon. So, say, Jarvis, want to hear the names of the first 151 Pokemon? Apart from the Pokemon part, I feel this on a spiritual level. I am garbage with names, like straight up and down. I have so much trouble remembering names. Every time I meet someone new, I say their name like 5 times in front of them to try and remember because like I'm afraid I'm gonna forget their name and offend them. This has happened in business situations. It's very unfortunate. I'm not sure how many other people have issues with names, but this is, it sucks donkey balls, my dude. Now I'd be like, oh frick, I forgot my mask, like I'm Spider-Man or something. It's my super suit. I do the same thing though, and I really hope that this allows for some alternative like facial fashion after the whole coronavirus thing is over. I really want, you know, masks to be an optional but still congruent part of American fashion. But then again, this gets into the weird thing I have with American fashion where I wish it was livelier. I'm not saying we need everyone to dress like JoJo characters by any stretch of the imagination, but I wish that something like that was socially acceptable. I feel as though fashion itself, and especially in the business world, is extremely bland and dull and set by a culture that is no longer really relevant. I hope our fashion evolves one day, and I hope I'm alive to see it. And I hope I'm in shape enough to wear like a heart hole in my coat when I go out. I know this is kind of a weird tangent. I don't do this often, talking about something that I rarely talk to even my friends about, but I hope you guys agree that I think fashion could change for the better for everyone. I hate when people ask me what I'll be doing this year. Come on guys, I don't have any idea what's happening anymore. Turns out, nobody had 20/20 vision. Honestly, this year has been such a roller coaster that I can't wait to see what July brings. Honestly, I'm actually slightly betting on aliens because they declassified UFO footage. Trump established the Space Force, and whether you believe it or not, these two things happened in the same presidency. So in my mind, I'm sitting here just like, either Orange Man is doing something crazy, or this is something that his advisors put him up to. And I'm sitting here just like, it could be either. It's probably the first, but it could be the latter. And I can't wait to find out if hot alien waifus exist. So that's gonna do it today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe and leave a like because all the support you guys have been showing us has just been staggering. It's really helped us make content for you every single day. If you want more me IRL, there's more of it coming up in a couple of seconds. So my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a lovely day.